What's up? What's up? What's up? Savage Writer back with another video, giving y'all peace and I'm giving y'all gifts as always. Hope y'all having a wonderful morning and also a wonderful week. So I wanna talk to y'all about discouragement and coming up short. Let's talk about it. So, like, have you ever felt like you put your all into something and you give everything that you have and then you still come up short, and you have the gifts, you have all the tools that you need to be successful, and deep down you know that you can do it, you're more than capable, but it's just that things don't work out, people don't support you, they turn their backs on you, they try to make it seem like you a bad person or whatever have you, stuff like that. Or if you're trying to go somewhere and you want to better yourself and all you need is a little bit of a push, but you may be having discrepancies with finances, time, health, relationships in your life, whether if they're romantic or family relationships or friendly relationships. And I want to attest to my situation, right? So I'm approaching my 6th year of my professional writing career, and not only that, but my artistic career actually. Because I don't call myself an author necessarily. I'm an artist. Words are my art. You understand what I'm saying? When you writing something, you putting that pen to paper, and whatever you thinking, you write that out. That's an art. I don't care what nobody says. Art isn't just paintings and photos. Now, art can be anything. Even nature is an art within itself. For example, the leaves on the trees. If you look at the scales of the leaves, like, it's comparable to the palm of a hand. You got to understand something. We are all connected to nature, and without nature, we wouldn't survive. So, like, yeah, back to what I was saying about words being my art. That's my art. Oration is an art. To be able to use words to move people, to inspire them, or to get them to feel a certain way. That's not only an art, but that's also a superpower. You understand what I'm saying? Because all the power is in the tongue. If you don't realize, if you talk prosperity, you will have prosperity. If you talk despair, then you will have despair. Your words are magic spells, but I'm sure y'all know this. So, like, I want to talk about my situation, something that just happened to me yesterday. So, right. So I was supposed to go study abroad in Rio de Janeiro. If I pronounce that correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. That's in Brazil. A very beautiful city. I've been doing some research about it, and I wanted to go there so I could see something new, so I could explore the world. I just had got my passport, I believe, back in like October. I'm working on my license right now. I took a little break from driving because I have school and I have to work. And the job I have now, I love the work I do. I just don't like the office part, and plus, it's not as much money as I would want it to be. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that it's still a check, but at the end of the day, I feel like just having a check alone is not going to get me by when I have stuff that I want to take care of, but I gotta worry about whether if okay, am I gonna have money on this day or that day? Like, having those worries, and plus I don't got nobody helping me out, and I don't ask my family for nothing because every time I do that, they act like I owe them something in return, and plus they rub it in my face anyway when push comes to shove, and I don't ever want to associate with somebody who does that to you. That's why I have a hard time asking for help, because in the past that has happened to me. I tried asking for help. I got rejected, or you know what I'm saying, I got what I needed, but that person come up to me like, yo, I want what I gave to you back. And personally, I don't believe that's fair, because if you helping somebody, right, you should help them, especially if you're related to them. Family is supposed to help family, but in this day and age, in this world, that don't mean shit in this society. It be your own people that'll turn on you. It'll be your own people that'll fucking put a gun in your face and blow your damn brains out. I may sound pessimistic, but that's reality. Shit like that happens to people. And usually 9 times out of 10, it be somebody that's closest to you that'll do that to you because they know everything about you. So I'd rather have enemies, to be honest. I'd rather have enemies that don't know me than enemies that do know me. You understand? Shit. Your fucking enemies will be more loyal to you than your motherfucking allies. You understand? So back to the story. I was supposed to go to Rio de Janeiro the 29th of this month. Supposed to, but I had got the flight ticket and everything. I had got accepted into the study abroad program, but I had one problem. I ain't had the funds. You understand? I had to pay for the trip itself, and I just didn't have the money. And if I had a little bit of time, I could have took some paychecks, had a payment plan, paid it off. But the payment for the trip is due next week, and I just don't have it right now. And also, like, I applied for a scholarship that was like $5,000. It would have covered everything, but I didn't get the scholarship. I got rejected. I guess, quote unquote, I wasn't deemed a good fit, I guess. But I still didn't give up. I was going to financial aid. I was going to my study abroad advisor to find a way to, cover the cost of this trip. And yet he gave me different options, such as a GoFundMe, which I wasn't gonna do because I wouldn't even know if I get it in time, and I don't really go that route. You could argue maybe, okay, you could have took that route, but honestly, no. They did tell me, ask a family member or somebody I know again who's gonna give me like $900 something. Or I had a last option, which was to take out a private loan, and now I was doing research on that, and I came to a realization, like, I wasn't gonna take out a private loan because, for one, whatever money you gotta take out, you gotta pay back with interest. And the way my financial situation is set up right now, I can't be affording to be paying on loans. At least not at this moment. I'm not saying that I won't have any future opportunities in which I could bolster my finances, but right now I just don't have it. I can't pay for what I don't have. Of course, some might say, well, you can manifest it. I get that. I understand that. But still, I don't have it at this moment. Why would I pay for something that I don't have? That wouldn't make much sense. You got to look at it from a technical standpoint. If you're going to sit up here and buy champagne, but you got a bare budget, why the hell you buying champagne? I understand it's the lifestyle. That's what you want. But again, if you can't afford that lifestyle, why? Why would you try? Unless you actually got the money to afford champagne, don't be buying no champagne. If all you could buy is a fucking Miller Lite. And so, and I exhausted all of my options as far as finances go. And I was this close to going. And I had to go basically cancel my flight ticket because I wasn't going to be able to pay the trip off in time. And plus, I didn't have funds. So I had to cancel my flight. I spent over $1,000 on a round trip ticket, which I can't get a refund for, by the way. And they told me, like, we can't refund you your money. I'm like, that's fine. I had to cancel the flight. And yesterday I was very angry and I was very sad at the same time. I sat there and I cried. I cried tears of frustration because this was something that I really wanted. And I've been through a whole lot this year. And I had to go through so many ups and downs. And plus, I had to leave home. I had to get betrayed by somebody I really had love for. You know what I'm saying? I could probably talk about that situation in a different video, maybe, if that's what y'all would want. But yeah, it was this person I was talking to, man. Shit was all good between us, but it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. It was them. That person, they switched up on me. And they tried to make it seem like I was the bad person. And they fucking tried to basically, put other people into the situation. And they tried to act all innocent until I found their ass out. And I had to block them on everything. I had to cut that person off. I had to cut them off, man. Because I wasn't going to deal with that. You're not going to sit up here and lie to my face, betray me, try to act all innocent, try to play games with me. Nah, I don't take that shit. I'm a very nice person. I'm very generous and I'm very calm, but if I see that you taking advantage of me, that shit goes out the window. And I feel like now that person understands that. And so it is what it is. But yeah, I've been through a whole lot this year, man. And this was the least that I wanted. I really wanted to go on this trip for the experience, to see something new. Because I never left the country before. And I got a passport. I had to spend like, almost $300 getting that. And I spent up all my college refunds just to make this shit happen. And in the end, I still couldn't make it happen. Now I can't get none of that money back. And more importantly, I can't get none of that time. And I do feel very discouraged about that. I feel some kind of way. I really do. And that's not to say like there won't be a future opportunity, but because I still want to go to Brazil. I still want to go see that country, see that city, do things there. I feel like when I do go there, I will get a lot of love. I want to go travel to that place. There's something about that country that I like. But me personally, I'm not Brazilian. I'm not of Brazilian descent. But it's just something about that country, that culture that fascinates me, and I wanted to explore it, and I missed that opportunity, all because I didn't have the money for it, and I do feel some kind of way about that. I feel like it's something I haven't done, but at the same time, I kind of see that like I rushed into it too quick. I didn't weigh all my options carefully. It just popped up suddenly, and I just jumped on it without actually having a plan. And I feel like I did learn a lesson from all this, that the next time I do decide to go ahead with something like that, I have to make sure I plan this in advance. Because I was just kind of doing shit as I went along, and in the end, that costed me a lot. But I mean, at the same time, I don't regret investing in this, even if it didn't happen. Because I knew, like, I did everything I could to make it happen. I put the work in. I got the paperwork done. And I did all that I could. I didn't give up though. But when I saw that I exhausted all my options, I had to do what I had to do. I had to call it off. And now I gotta sit here for 4 weeks thinking about my decision in a cold ass city, you know. And I kind of feel some kind of way about that, man. And I started this year with nothing, and more than likely that's probably how I'm going to end it. And how does that make me feel? I don't feel too good about that. I'm going to be honest. But everything is a learning experience, and it'll be a story to tell one day, I guess. And also, even with my art career, with my writing, my poetry. And I'm trying to get back into music, and I'm about to take up acting. I'm trying to segue into that. I feel like it's not that I don't feel like I'm not good enough. I know I got the talents. I got the skills. Yeah, I have a lot to learn. I want to learn more about what I'm doing. I'm not saying that I know everything, because even a know-it-all don't know it all. But I'm at a point in my journey where, like, I know where I'm headed, because I'm already headed there. It's just that I don't have the support. And it's not just, people who got my back or fans and shit like that. Emotional support, financial support, stuff of that nature. And I don't have that. And a lot of people that I used to be friends with, they stop speaking to me. And I get on social media, when I do something big, everybody on my dick, everybody congratulating me. But when times get rough, like a handful of people, if not probably nobody, man, it just be me most of the time. Like, when I be going through shit and I got nobody to talk to, I gotta talk to myself. I gotta write about that shit. Because really, my art career is all that I have. That's the reason why I can still get up every morning and keep it pushing. Because I know, like, one day it's going to pay off. And I understand things are going to take time, but I'm going to keep it real. I'm getting very frustrated. I am. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting frustrated. Because I'm going through the same problems over and over and over again. And I'm doing everything that I can to solve those problems, and they just keep coming back up. And it's at a point where I feel like I'm lost. And I can't go to nobody for help. You know what I'm saying? Because certain people, they don't understand what I'm going through. Like, only if you was an artist or you was a content creator, you would get it. But I gotta take shit from people who don't know jack crap about what I'm doing. And I'm tired of that. That's why I've been alone. I just don't got time for people's bullshit anymore. And somebody that I really had love for, I just spoke on this. I had to cut them off. And I don't care what kind of history we had. I don't give a shit. The minute you cross me is the minute you fuck up with me. I don't give a fuck who you is or how much I may have liked you or what you done for me and what I've done for you. If you cross me, that's it. That shit going out the window, dog. And things won't be the same. And I already know, me and that person gonna come face to face again. They can't hide. Eventually, they gonna have to answer for what they did. And they ain't gonna have no pride while doing it. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, if y'all going through the same situation I'm going through, don't give up. Stay strong, stay focused, stay positive. And I know it's hard, it is. I'm at a point like I just want to say fuck it and give up, but I know I can't give up because that the day I decide to give up is gonna be the day that I'm gonna regret it. 5 or 10 years from now, I'll be sitting around saying, "Yo, what if, what if, what if?" I don't want to do that because if I do, then guess what? I'm gonna live with regret, and that's worse than failing. That's worse than feeling like, oh, I'm not supported because people see what I'm doing. They know it. They know that I know I'm great. They know it too. They just don't want to tell me. They don't want to acknowledge it. But I don't need approval from people. That's not necessarily what I'm looking for. If anybody thinks, oh, he's looking to be validated, no, that's not true. I'm not looking for that. I just want support, man. I just want people who in my corner and want to help me get to where I got to get to because I'm going to tell you the truth. I can't do it all alone. I can't. It just won't happen. Nobody ever got to where they was at by themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Eminem had Dr. Dre. Jay-Z had Dame Dash. Or whatever have you. Or any other examples. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to become great entirely on your own. But at the same time, people that's coming into your life to help you, you got to be willing to receive that. You understand? And I know it is rough, man. Coming from where I came from, I had a rough upbringing. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up in a single parent household, a dysfunctional family. Now, I'm not trying to talk bad about my family. I love my family, but I'm telling the truth. You understand? I don't come from the best family. And I'm like literally one of the first people, if not the first, to actually break the family curse. The curse of not having nothing. The curse of not taking chances. Because everybody in my family, they comfortable with being in their own little bubble. They haven't changed at all. All the years, I'm about to be 21 in 2 weeks. I haven't seen nobody change. Everybody just the fucking same. They doing the same shit, saying the same shit, eating the same shit. While as me, somebody like me, I've been developing. I've been growing. I got out. I don't want to stay in the same place for the rest of my life. I'm tired of being a crab in a barrel. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? Something had to give. And that's why I left home and I moved to a college campus. So I could get that experience of truly living in the real world. Because eventually, sooner or later, I'm going to have to take the chance. And why not do it while I'm still young? While I don't have kids, while I'm not married, while I'm not, being bombarded with too many obligations. Do it while my hair is still black. You understand what I'm saying? So, if y'all going through some shit, man, hang in there. Stick it through. Please. Because I realize that the universe gives its toughest battles to its strongest warriors. So, I love y'all, man, and see y'all around. Peace. Stay safe.